G'day everyone, it's me, the Anti-Theocrat, back with another one. Before I go into the main content, it's a quick sales pitch. It's the only one you're getting, so enjoy it. Below these videos, I do attach all links to the information if there are links to be had. I also archive all of the information if that's possible. I also supply links to other platforms for my content and how to support me if you wish to do so. That'd be nice, but no requirement. That's it. That's my intro. That's my sales pitch. It's all I've got. It's all you're ever going to get. And now, on with the show. Okay, I'm sticking with the 7 news, and I'm going to get a couple of videos out at a time here. I might do daily release for a bit. So yes, new Victorian cases down to 70. Former bikies border breach. Well, I don't give much of a fuck about that, but we got cases down to in Victoria down to 70. But we need another 6 months of the same shit that we've been going through. Well done. Victoria's COVID state of emergency declaration backed by Green leader Samantha Ratman. Well, I'm not surprised that the communists voted to continue with excessive state power. The Greens, by the way, are a deeply communist party. Exceedingly communist party. I've voted Green in the past. I've seen the party change, right? From a party that I would vote for. Actually, I've seen them change from a party I wouldn't vote for to a party I would vote for to a communist party. And I'm not overly surprised that the communists, who 3 months ago or something were saying they didn't like the state government having this extended emergency powers, now deciding that they like the state to have all this extra power. Whoa. Maybe they're hoping to be in government next, and if they can get another 6 months for this government, maybe they can get 6 months too. The Victorian Premier state of emergency extension is likely to get over the line thanks to an intervention from the Greens. The Greens leader Samantha Ratman, who is an irresponsible bitch. Oh no, sorry, who is supposed to be on maternity leave, yeah, because she couldn't keep it in her pants long enough to serve her term. I'm sorry, but I think when you serve the people of the country, that's an important job. I said the same things when that idiot in New Zealand was elected Prime Minister and went on maternity leave. Serve the fucking job first. You're us first, not your fucking your sproglet. That's the job you take. Serve the fucking job. Anyway, the communist, Samantha Ratman, who is irresponsible and doesn't know her job, has confirmed that she will be returning to Parliament on Tuesday to vote in favour of the bill. Because communists love power. Premier Daniel Andrews' plan to extend the state of emergency declaration for 12 months has been met with pushback from the opposition and the people, except they keep getting arrested for saying that they're in opposition to it. Oh yeah, the state powers in Victoria, they're not like communist powers at all. No. In response, the proposal, which requires the support of 3 upper house crossbench MPs, was revised to 6 months. So they can't pass this, the party can't pass this without the help of some ratbags. Hang on, some lunatics. The lunatic fringe has to side with them, and the communists. Ratman announced on Tuesday morning that she would be throwing her weight behind the declaration, saying the Greens would support an evidence-based and health-led response to the crisis. Well, the people of Victoria at this point have had 6 months of having their economy shredded, their lives shredded, their ability to go and visit relatives shredded, and they would like a little bit more than just evidence-based and health-led. They would like some social and economic response to this crisis as well. How about you vote for that? I will only vote for the bill on the condition that it is only for 6 months, and that the health minister is required to make health advice publicly available every 4 weeks to be transparent with the community. Yes, because there's not a lot of transparency in Victoria either at the moment. That's one of the things that's going on. But I don't see how that... you are basically extending these dictatorial powers to this man. And you just want the health minister to make reports. You don't think you're asking a little bit too little in voting for this? Maybe limit those powers a hell of a lot more. The Greens leader joins Reason Party MP Fiona Patten. I have to admit, having once liked Fiona, and Reason Party is the new name of what used to be the Sex Party. But I find Fiona's connection to reason quite often a little bit lacking. And she'd never get my vote. That's just it. She never would. And yet some of the things that she has stood for I would believe in. But she's one of those one policy party type people. Sex Party was about sex. Reason Party's not particularly about anything. Just reasoning. I don't fucking know. An Animal Justice Party. So like I said, the lunatic fringe. They have to get the lunatic fringe to agree with this for it to get through. And they're back in the 6-month extension. The original state of emergency was declared in March as Victoria's first outbreak struck and has been extended 6 times. And while Victoria was the worst state still for contagion of this thing, they allowed the Black Lives Matter protest to go ahead. And then this clown, this idiot here, poke me in the fucking eye, this clown says, oh, but most of the contagion is happening in the home, which he just fucking locked people in. Locked them in with the idiots who went to the fucking Black Lives Matters protest, then didn't bother to ask any questions about if anyone had been to said protests, and claimed that the protests had no part in it. Well, I'm not fucking letting this one go, arsehole. Because you're now arresting people who want to go and protest their lives being ruined by your lack of economic leadership. Economic and social leadership. Your inability to fix this thing in 6 fucking months and allow people to go out and protest to make it fucking worse than it ever was. You're an arsehole. There is no other way to put it. You are an arsehole, and maybe this was your plan. It's too hard to not believe this was planned. Why the fuck did you let those protesters go out? Why the fuck are you not arresting people who went out in those protests? You're arresting people now for wanting to go out and protest. You're raiding homes of pregnant women and ex-soldiers who say, look, we'd like to be noticed. We'd like to be heard. Yet the people who really gave this second wave a kick in the ass and gave it a run along, the Black Lives Matter organisers, you do nothing. Oh, because we weren't in the same level of emergency back then. But you fucking should have been. You fucking should have been. You still had the highest contagion rate in the country. That was during your watch with your special powers. The declaration is the legal instrument that allows for the rules to be made, including mandatory face masks, which is just its own problem waiting to realise itself. Rules about COVID-safe work plans, well, that's not really a big thing, is it? You could implement that in other ways, I'm pretty sure, without the massively wide-ranging powers that this emergency bill gives you. Density limits in pubs and cafes, or a person with the virus needing to isolate at home. I'm pretty sure that you could be voted to have some of that power without having all of that power. Andrews has said the logical choice is to have the legal framework remain. Why? It hasn't worked yet. All we'll be asking is to make some minor changes to the Public Health and Wellbeing Act. Yeah, that's why you need these rampant powers. These excessive powers. This is not an extension of power. These are the same rules. The same rules were an extension of power. So yes, this is an extension of power, you lying fucktard. This is an extension of power being extended for the... on top of the extension you already had. Before that was the same rules. Before that was the rules that we seem to be comfortable living with. This is an extension of your extension, you fucking ass. The vote will take place on Tuesday afternoon. And if it goes through, I hope the whole fucking place burns down with you all inside it. No, I fucking don't. I don't wish anyone dead, but really, seriously. There must... in 6 months you haven't fixed this fucking thing. In 6 months, and we're locking people down, you've still got 70 cases. Well, there must be something else you could try. 6 months you failed. Try something else. Shut up, alarm. Shut up. No one needs alarms. Alright. I know I've ranted and raved about this, and, you know, I'm not against social distancing, and I'm not against masks, but in other places people have been asked to be responsible, and that has worked. So why can't you ask people to be responsible? Why do you need to be the God of all Victoria who shuts everything down and declares what everyone must do? Do you really believe that Victorians cannot take responsibility for their own lives? Do you think that your state is populated by fucking children and feminists? Yeah, I put those two together. Because feminists aren't fucking adults either. Then again, it is Victoria. It is the feminist state, so maybe I have a point there. Maybe it is the fucking state of children. Should get that on your registration plates. Victoria's state of children. And that's it. I've had enough. I'm going. I do not want to do this anymore. I've had enough of this. I'm out of here. I've been the anti-theocrat. May your gods remain fictional. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, have fun.